Is the reason I'm not getting clients the fact that my business is a luxury instead of a necessity? This is Mark Silver with Heart of Business. And this is a question that I've seen come up a lot over the many years that I've been doing this. And maybe it's coming up a little bit more frequently now with the way the world and the economy is. And I want to say at the outset that there are absolutely luxury businesses that get hit hard when the economy contracts, unless their clientele is the ultra wealthy. However, the businesses that we work with at Heart of Business, they're not really luxury businesses. They're just dealing with a variety of needs that humans have that aren't always basic survival level food needs like food or health. And so one of the things that you're going to want to do with your business, regardless of the economy, but especially in times like this, is to get super clear on how you talk about things. And so I want to introduce you to one element of how to think about it. It has to do with outcomes, and specifically what I call impact outcomes as opposed to process outcomes. When we help clients shift, inevitably we're starting out by helping them shift from thinking about them selling the modality. I do spiritual direction, I do energy healing, I do, especially I do accounting, I do, coaching, to thinking about the outcome. There's other elements as well, but let's focus on this one for now. And inevitably, normally, naturally, people first go to what are called process outcomes. And process outcomes are when you do your thing, the result of the process is. So an energy healer might say, well, I help you clear your chakras. Or spiritual direction, I might, I help you find some grounding in your spiritual beliefs and orientation. A chiropractor might say, I help adjust your spine so that your spine is in alignment. And these are process outcomes. I do my process, that's the outcome. That, however, is not client focused. In order to figure out whether your business is a luxury or not, which it probably isn't, but to really think about what is the impact of the work you do, you need to think about impact outcomes, meaning why is the process outcome important? What kind of an impact does it have on their daily lives? If you clear their chakras, what does that mean in their daily life? It's like, it helps them feel less tangled inside so that their relationships with the people they love are much easier. And when they work towards goals and the things that are really important to them, they can actually get them done instead of spinning in circles and feeling heavy and exhausted all the time. I'm like, that's an impact outcome. That is not a luxury. That's actually really, really important for people. When I align someone's spine, if I were a chiropractor, and their spine is aligned, suddenly all their muscles and nerves can fire and work together like they're supposed to. And there's a lack of pain and an ease in the movements that they need to make so that they can get the things done that are important to them. They can, pick up their kid, or they can exercise, or they can get work done without being immobilized in pain. Do you see that difference between the process outcome and what the process actually allows to have happen in their daily lives that are important to them, that are priorities for them? This is a big exercise. Some people will be able to get it more easily for whatever reason. Maybe you've been thinking about it before, or you've had clients who have told you the impacts in their lives. But if it's not so direct or easy, I want you to bring a lot of gentleness to this. And I want you to be thinking about, okay, so when my process happens, how does that impact my clients' lives in the things that are really important to them, the things that are priorities, the things that are not luxuries? This is how your business stands in the world as an essential business, not as a luxury business, because you are helping people be able to engage with things that are not luxuries. I'd be very curious to hear what you come up with and what you notice as you think about your impact outcomes for your work, and how that feels in your heart and your spine, in your body. All right. This has been Mark Silver with Heart of Business, and the very best to you and your business.